Hi students, welcome to section 2 of the 2022 HSC Engineering exam. This is where we have a short answer and extended response and mechanics questions, and come with me as I go through all the questions. So starting off with question 21, first thing to note is how many marks this section has, 11 marks. It's often a good idea to maximize as many marks as you can in the easier sections over here. So spend a bit more time here. Make sure you don't make any silly mistakes because later on in the exam, especially in the mechanics section, it's very easy to lose marks with incorrect working out. So going over to the first part, it says the following images show an older bus and a contemporary bus. Part I says older buses had flat toughened glass windscreen panels. How is toughened glass manufactured? For solving this question, it's a good idea to just write in dot points. So it's a relatively simple method to do. Toughened glass is made by heating a sheet of annealed glass to about 600 degrees and then cooling it very quickly using jets of cool air. You can also create toughened glass by soaking the glass in potassium nitrate for an extended period of time. That's just going to increase the overall strength of the material itself. Now, a key flaw to note about toughened glass, hence why it's been moved to more laminated glass for modern buses, is that toughened glass have points of weaknesses, and if damaged or struck by, say, for example, a pebble for a bus, it can shatter the entire glass, and then shards of glass can go everywhere, which is, again, a critical hazard. Hence why toughened glass is not used anymore. Part 2 says contemporary buses have windscreens which curve around the front of the bus. Describe the manufacturing process used to make these windscreens. Now, curved windscreen glass is produced by placing correctly shaped pieces of float glass across the metal mold. Now, float glass is like liquid glass, so it's not fully cured yet, so it's not in its hard shape. It's still relatively easy to mold. And you will put on a metal mold, which is the perfect shape of the entire window itself. And then the glass is then evenly heated until it sags to take the shape of the mold. It is then left to cool. When it's cool enough, they remove it from the mold and prepare it for the lamination process. So again, as I mentioned, modern buses use laminated glass rather than toughened glass because in laminated glass, pretty much what it is, it's two layers of glass stuck together, but a piece of polymer film in between. And polymer film essentially shows that if the glass break, it does not break into tiny shards of glass that fly everywhere. It still relatively maintains its structural integrity. Now moving over to part B of question 21. This is a sketch question. So it says a pictorial drawing of an assembly chain master link is shown. Complete the orthogonal view provided on page 13 to AS 1100 standards by adding the following dimensions. Now, we'll be skipping all drawing questions for now. So going over to question 21, part C. So in this case, we have a pulley system as shown. It says to change a tire on a bus, a system of pulleys as shown is used to lift the wheel and tire to refit them back on the bus. The wheel and tire have a combined mass of 95 kgs. What effort is required to lift the bus and tire if the efficiency of the pulley is 80%? Now, a good idea for mechanic questions like these is to firstly note down all the key bits of information. So we know the weight is 95 kgs and the efficiency is 80%. So a good idea is to make a small legend on the side. So force unit weight is going to be 950 newtons and our efficiency is 80%. Now, in a pulley system or in any question regarding a mechanical system, whether it be a lever or a gear, first thing to do is usually find the velocity ratio. Now, the velocity ratio to find for a pulley system is relatively easy. If the effort is pointing downwards towards where the load is, the first step to do regardless is to cut it in half. If the effort is going down to the direction where the load is, we include the effort when counting the number of ropes when cutting half. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, when it's going down, we don't include it. However, when it's going up, then we do include it. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our velocity ratio would be 4. We don't include the rope for the effort since it's going down, not up. If it was going up, then we would be including it. Now, we have our efficiency and we have a velocity ratio. So the next thing we want to do is find our mechanical advantage. So efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage over velocity ratio. Therefore, mechanical advantage is equal to 0.8 minus 4. That gives us 3.2. Mechanical advantage is equal to load over effort. We know what our load is. That's just 950 newtons. Therefore, our effort is going to be load over mechanical advantage, which is 950 over 3.2. And that gives us 296.88 newtons. That's the answer. Pretty simple. So that's all for question 21. Watch the next video for question 22 of the 2022 HSC exam.